What's up, fight fans? Welcome to Mr. Mustache MMA News. Today, I want to discuss an upcoming bout between Cub Swanson and Andre Fili. But before we get into it, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to continue getting more MMA content by yours truly and to help the channel grow. All right, guys, getting right into it. Cub Swanson and Andre Fili in a fight that it's pretty shocking that these guys haven't fought already. They've been around so long in the featherweight division in the UFC. Andre Fili now 34 years old. Kind of weird to say that. I still feel like he's like that still like young up and coming prospect in the featherweight division. Not and now you got Cub who's 40. It's a strange fight. I like this fight. I don't know if it's gonna go the distance. You got Cub who's coming off that victory over Hakeem Dawodu. But it's just I don't know, it hasn't been the same the last 5 or 6 years. And just it's not because Cub isn't Cub. It's just it just as time goes on, especially at that weight class 145, 135, as these guys age and just lose a little bit of that athleticism, guys who are number 3, 4, 5 in the respective weight class at that time, they just lose it, and they're no really. You got guys who they're just no longer ranked dudes. Has still put on good wins and good performances. This fight against Crone, Gracie, his victory over Daniel Pineda. I remember that fight. He's just like, man, there's fucking levels to this game. Showed why that he's an elite veteran. Had the victory over Darren Elkins at spinning wheel kick. He's like, I'm still here, motherfuckers. And then he had that fucking loss to Jonathan Martinez where nasty leg kicks was just not able to continue. And against a guy like Andre Fili, right? Who also, just these guys, their careers mirror each other very well. And I feel like they're both exactly in the exact same spots in their careers right now. Andre Fili, who's 34, has been in the UFC legit 11 years. So he's learned on the job. The definition of learning on the job and succeeding on the job. Yeah, he's traded wins and losses the past 4 years, But at one point, really, his fight over Lucas Almeida, when he got that early first round victory, it really looked like he was starting to turn things around. But then they gave him Dan Ige, right? Dan Ige, who is a killer. He really is. He is one of the most underrated dark horses in the entire featherweight division. And he put Andre Fili away. But I think that Fili, where he is in his career, his experience, I don't think he's going to let that loss get to him. I don't think he's taken really all that too much damage recent years. And over a guy like Cub, I think that his length, tall, long, and lanky, he's good everywhere. I just think it's going to be hard for Cub to be able to find Fili in this fight. I think Cub's going to have to use leg kicks. He's really going to have to use some crazy kicking to kind of open up the boxing game for Cub Swanson. But I just think that Fili, I think don't know. I think he's just going to be able to use his length, his reach, the teep kicks, the front kicks, all that stuff to keep Cub at bay or to catch Cub coming in. Jeez. I love this fight. Action-packed. Cub definitely has a path to victory. I think it's leg kicks. And as for Fili, I just think that keeping Cub, just teep kicks, front kicks, show the knee, just the old 1-2, right? Guys who are able to use the basics, guys like Sean Strickland, right? Who, everyone says that they're boring and they're not fun to watch, but the guys who are able to excel at the basics, they go the furthest sometimes. And Andre Fili is one of those guys who excels at the basics. And if he can just keep him just more defensively sound and just fine-tune things a little bit better, I don't know. I can just see Andre Fili just having a dominant performance over Cub Swanson, but Cub is still Cub. But he's 40 years old as well. So I don't know. That's kind of where my brain is battling, where it's like it's the name Cub Swanson. He's a legend. He's a killer. He's someone who's always going to be dangerous. But Andre Fili, I just think that right now in his career, I think he's still in his prime. And I think that, yeah, he's still in his athletic prime. I think he checks all the boxes in this fight. It's just that he's fighting Cub Swanson, which is just equals that danger level. But yeah, I got Andre. I got him by dominance. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. That's my official prediction. That's my hot take of this fight. Andre Fili by dominance. Anyways, guys, let me know in the comment section what you guys think of this matchup. Love to hear your guys' thoughts. That's gonna do it for today, guys. Mr. Mustache, MMA News out. Let's fucking go, fight fans.